I have a different view of Epstein now. But look, I just think we've been asking for more transparency like we had in this very brief period in the mid-'70s with the church committee hearings. It really took a whole Watergate. It took something big. It's been over 50 years. We got a lot of Epstein files. Yes, there's some missing, but we got JFK files, Amelia Earhart files, and now we're going to get some UFO files. Is it going to be everything? Of course not. Like, there's just no way. But I don't think, like, I think we should hold both. We should be happy that, like, there is an acknowledgement that there's a lot of government files and that there's some commitment to release them, because I do think, like, it's easier to get new Epstein files released after you have some Epstein files released than if you have none. And I feel the same way about UFOs.
Okay. So it's easier to get more UFO files released, but like like,
what do we want? I think one of it is like, what do we want? And I've been, I respect John Greenwald a lot. He runs something called theblackvault.com, where he has been FOIAing. He's been issuing, Freedom of Information Act requests on UAP, but also a ton of other issues since the mid-'90s. When he was like 15 years old, he became obsessed with doing FOIA requests. And he has identified a number of documents that we know exist with redactions. One of them is the UAP task force, which has a line that just says potential explanations. The first explanation is redacted, it's blacked out. The second one is, some sort of natural phenomenon. Number 3 is blacked out, is redacted. Unredact those. I mean, come on, guys. You can't tell me, we have to protect our sensor data. Come on, guys. I mean, like, that's not sensor data. Tell us what the potential explanations are. On terms of the sensor data, John also made a great point. Do you remember when the Pentagon released the video of the Russian jet dumping fuel on one of our drones? There's like a famous video where they show it's like a hostile act by the Russians dumping fuel on our drone.
When was this?
Just recently. I mean, must have been within the last year or so. So, like, they do release, warfare, various times they do release things, and you can kind of go, okay, that means that we have, I don't think, what I'm saying is the main excuse has been not to reveal our methods for getting, if we're just talking about UAP here, getting, photographs and video. We know that a huge amount of it exists. They haven't even released the full, gimbal and go fast videos. There's a whole bunch more video left.
Really?
So just
So the video that came out, those were whistleblower leaks, right?
Eventually, they released them formally, though. The Pentagon did. So there's much more of that. So.
And the particularly, sorry to interrupt you, but was it the gimbal or the go fast where there was many more crafts?
I believe that there's 3 videos, right? It's gimbal, go fast, and then what was the one where the Tic Tac video moves out of the frame? Yeah. My understanding is that there's significantly more video for all of those. And then my understanding is also there's just a lot of other videos, particularly from those 2 incidents, certainly there's so much more sensor data because we know those incidents had a lot more going on, right? Than just was filmed by those videos. So I think that now there is, I was gonna say the UAP community, there isn't really an organized one, although Jesse's doing an amazing job of organizing it. We should be really specific and say, here's what we want. I did a piece with John Greenwald. Representative Nancy Mace wrote an open letter to the intelligence and military community saying, here's a set of documents that we want to release. So I think the good news is we're like, look, the president has said he wants this. We've identified a bunch of documents, identified a bunch of videos and film. Yeah, I mean, are they going to withhold stuff? Are they going to mislead? Probably, but that's been the story for 80 years.
Well, yeah, you saw the Age of Disclosure, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I think they make a really good point in Age of Disclosure that if they did release things, the real problem is misappropriation of funds, lying to Congress. And the fact that some of these, you would assume that the way these things are being handled, if they do have crafts, if there is some sort of a back engineering program, that back engineering program is going to be held by a military contractor.